Hello food fans, today I'm going to have chicken breast and it's going to be cooked in the pressure cooker with some vegetables. And the chicken breast, $7.68 for two big pieces of boneless meat, and that will taste very good. And the total weight on this is 1.5 pounds for the two pieces, so 3/4 of a pound for one that I will be using today. So 3/4, think of 3/4 pounders. You can get an idea of how much food we're getting here. And the total cost of the package is $7.68, so under $8, under $4 for the one piece of chicken that I will be using. And in addition to that $4, we'll add a couple more dollars for the vegetables. The potato costs something, and by the way, the potatoes are getting to be expensive. $7 and something for a 10-pound bag. I didn't buy a 10-pound bag. I bought just one potato, but it's getting to be quite expensive when you go grocery shopping. It's shocking sometimes. And I will reveal a secret ingredient later on, right before I dig in to consume all this good food that I have here. I forgot to get tomatoes, so I'll have my regular salad without the tomatoes. And I also will have a secret dessert. So let's get started. Inside the pressure cooker I have chopped up everything except the chicken. The chicken is one big piece. I will probably cut it into 2 or 3 or 5 different chunks with a spoon, and we have the vegetables chopped up, and I'll let the pressure cooker cook until it has built up its big strong steam heat, and this will be a very tender meal when it is done. And I probably will have leftovers, and I'll use the leftovers tomorrow with pasta. I'll use the juice and whatever vegetables are left over, and I'll put in some macaroni and maybe some spaghetti and cook it up, and that will be good also. And the pressure cooker has started to make a little bit of noise. We'll let it continue to make noise. I'm going to turn the heat out right now, and I'll let it cook for about 10 more minutes under its own steam. Well, it looks good, as I always say. And the salad looks very colorful, even though we're missing the tomatoes today. I've got the ketchup, I've got the relish, I've got the mayonnaise, and carrots and cabbage. And this makes for a very delicious salad. Put this down here and mix it a little bit more. And today I will talk a little bit about show business and how to get in there. There's more than one way to get into show business. Most people are told that if you act in a play and you're really good, and you'll get discovered, and you get into a movie and you become famous. That does happen. Let me a spoonful of salad here to begin. My phone is ringing. Probably a sales pitch of some sort. I definitely would say one of the ways of getting into show business now, one of the things that they did not have when I was young, YouTube. Get a YouTube channel and talk about things that you know. Either have a channel that's devoted to entertainment or to education. That's a way to grease the rail so you can get to your goal in show business a little bit faster. This chicken is cutting with a spoon, and it is very, very hot, and as I always say, parents, don't let your kids get near the hot pans or the hot stove, and make sure the food is cool enough before they chomp down on it. This a pressure cooker makes meat much more tender, and I've had this before. The difference being that mainly the price on the shelves. The price of meat especially is going up into $40 and $50 range for meat for one meal. It's a little bit costly. And while I can afford it, I don't have children or grandchildren or anything that I have to support. I am aware of those numbers, and I see them growing. When we reveal the secret dessert, that is one item that has not gone up in price. This is hot. This is some of the potato. By the way, I never peel the potatoes. Hot, hot, hot. Tender. And I told you we would reveal one of the secret items as we start eating the food. And if you're wondering what the secret item is, are you anxious to see it? Do you want to find out what the secret item is that we're going to add to the food? If you wonder no more. Actually, you will wonder some more. Wonder bread. They had this when I was a kid. I saw some on the shelf today. I honestly don't know how much it was. But that's something that's becoming an empty shelf area. If you like whole wheat bread, I didn't see any at Kroger today. I don't know if that means something. I'm going to use the first two hunks of bread here. And I'll tell you that Wonder Bread, people used to make fun of it. It's white bread, it's been bleached, and it's got no healthy ingredients. But if you read the ingredient information here, a couple of slices of bread, where is it here? Sodium. Sodium. 8%. So not a whole bunch of sodium. Got significant amounts of vitamin D, calcium, iron, no potassium, thiamine. It's got stuff in it, and what I'm going to do is put stuff on it. Put some mustard. I'll shake up the mustard. Hope you're having a great day, and again, if you're planning on getting into show business, I'll try to mention show business things. There's some mustard, and I've got some relish right back here. When I get to it, no, I grabbed the wrong jar. I grabbed the pickles. So eat this just with mustard. That'll be good. And potatoes first of all. Life is being nice to me. Mustard. Now I'll put in a couple of spoonfuls of the chicken breast. There's the chicken breast, put a little bit right there, and that's hot. It's hot. put some right here. As I say, I'll have leftovers. I like cooking with the pressure cooker, and then when I'm done eating about half of whatever the dish is, put the rest in the refrigerator. Next day, take it out and heat it up till it gets to boiling. Put in some pasta, some macaroni, or some spaghetti. The bread is good. The chicken is good. Chicken is tender. The bread is tender. And you know, one of the ways of getting into show business, you start off with an open mic night show. And if it's an open mic show where the winner gets a prize, don't try for the prize. You're not there for that. You're there for your career. Do a good performance. Got an audience, that's a wonderful thing to experiment with. In the old days they had amateur shows. Ted Mack's original Amateur Hour was a TV show. And it was a show where quite often somebody would come on and have a really good performance, and they would become big stars practically overnight. Happened to Connie Francis. Chicken is good. Very, very, very tender. I'm not sure what the situation is in your town in grocery shopping. Some items are available here, plentiful, and others are non-existent. And lots of items have much higher prices now than they had 6 months ago. There's a brand of macaroni and cheese that was sold by Aldi, still is sold by Aldi's. Used to be 34 cents for 7-ounce package. Now I think it's $1.45. In 6 months' time. Let me get some root beer. By the way, the chicken came from Kroger, potatoes and carrots came from Kroger, the onion came from Kroger, and the root beer comes from Kroger. Almost all of it comes from Kroger. The dessert that we'll be having comes from Aldi. I do like root beer. 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 As a person becomes older, there are certain flavors and tastes that bring back many memories. I know a few people who've lost their sense of smell and taste due to COVID, but I know of some people who did lose the sense of taste and smell, and then it came back. Get some salad here. Another way to get into show business, especially if you want to work behind the camera, look for production assistant jobs in Hollywood or anywhere where movie making is going on. Production assistant, they also just say PA. That's an entry-level position for very sharp, fast people. If you can be given the menu for 10 cast members of a TV show, and your job is to go out and get their lunches. And one person wants coffee, the next person wants root beer, the next person wants milk or whatever. And each one wants their food fixed a different way. And if you can write all that down and remember it and get everything accurate, if you're that kind of sharp, especially if you're young and physically fit, you can jump on a bicycle and ride to the other side of the studio and get some business transacted. They want you in Hollywood as a production assistant. And you won't just be filling the lunch requests. Production assistants run from one office to another, from the writers to the producers to the director, the assistant director, transporting information faster than a telephone could. More food. Still quite warm. They need you as an extra, especially if you have a good wardrobe. Find out from the Film Commission for your state or the Film Commission for your city. Find out who is doing the casting for movie extras, and put yourself in that office. Have some photos. I made it pretty big in Hollywood, starting off as an extra. Actually starting off in radio, starting off with music, writing songs, singing songs, learning how to play piano. Then when I started working as a movie extra, I found myself getting more and more involved in the business. Salad is gone. All I'll do is eat a little bit more of the potatoes and carrots. Carrots are always good too, and carrots are still reasonably low priced. Get a big package for a couple of dollars. Some chicken. I'm going to eat a little bit more potatoes here, and then be ready for the big surprise. This chicken is just tender enough, it's like a marshmallow. I will save this for serving number 2 tomorrow. And that cuts down the cost of the meal to well under $5, even including the secret dessert, which is a pudding cup. This came from Aldi's, and these are low priced, 22 cents. They come 4 to a package, 88 cents per package. And that comes out to 22 cents each. And they fight back when you're trying to open them. This is chocolate pudding. The only choices that are available at Aldi for the pudding is either vanilla or chocolate. They're both good. Relish tastes pretty good with pudding. Here's the pudding cup with the chocolate pudding in it. More chocolate pudding, and it is delicious. Get one more sip of root beer. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for visiting with me. And thank you for watching.